What is going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome to episode 5 of our Liverpool FC Let's Play here in Football Manager 2016. Hopefully you guys are good. Today, massive game. We're going to be taking on Manchester City at home. We've had some tough live comms so far this save. We had a nice game last time out. If you missed it, go check it out. Let's have a quick recap, I guess, since that last episode, which was against Partizan. As you can see, it's been a pretty rough run of form. In the last 6 games, we've won 2, drawn 2, lost 2. The first result was actually a defeat against Crystal Palace. And looking at it here, just a really disappointing game, really. Looking at the stats, Palace were the better team. We did go a man down. Sacco getting sent off for the second time this season was a massive kind of spanner in my plans. And to be honest, with 10 minutes left, I was kind of hoping we'd, hold on for that 0-0 draw, because that looked like it was all we were going to be worth. However, Joe Ledley had other ideas. And the game preceding this, it was another 1-0 result. However, this time it was in our favour. As you can see here, Danny Ings grabbing a goal in the 29th minute. He is currently our top league goal scorer. He's been doing very well for us here. Anyway, the next game was against Partizan again. A slightly different game to the last game we played against them. We won 3-1 at home. In this game, 3-0. Jordan Ibe grabbing a hat-trick. Really good to see this guy doing well. He's not playing a ton of first-team football for us, really. You can see he's actually got 1 cap for England. If we look at his history here, he's only played the 4 games, but he's performed very well in those games, and certainly a player who I'm certainly kind of considering, I guess, starting to play a lot more in the first team, despite perhaps not being the strongest player in our team. Anyway, following on from that Partizan result, as you can see, results really not going our way. Back-to-back 1-1 draws against very weak opposition in Norwich and Bournemouth. You can see here the draw against Norwich. Pretty disappointing, although it was a 50-50 game. You can see some players condition-wise really starting to struggle with. Despite our best, I guess, attempts with rotation, have had some issues with fitness. We did have a little bit of a break until this Bournemouth game. As you can see here, we played well. We dominated this game, really. Bournemouth with just the 1 shot on target. Ibe getting the goal for us again here. However, Matt Ritchie scored for them. And now in our last game, it was against Villarreal, and we lost 2-1. Very disappointing in this one. When Soldado scores against you, it's not been a very good day, has it? Let's have a look at his attributes. Oh dear. Not great. I'm playing on a different resolution today than I normally do, so we've not got the polygon this episode. I apologise for that. If you don't know, I play in windowed mode, so I sometimes get little changes like that, I guess. And you might notice odd little changes in my skin and panel setup from game to game and episode to episode. But anyway, following on from that Villarreal defeat, we now find ourselves taking on Manchester City in a very big game. I'm hoping we can do well. Just a quick look at how we're doing, I guess, in all the competitions. At the moment in the league, we're 7th. We do have a game in hand, which if we were to win would see us go as high as 5th. However, City, top of the league, only lost 1 game. And given our results against Manchester United, Chelsea and Arsenal, I'd be a liar if I said that I had much optimism going into this game. That's not necessarily a negative reflection on our team. It's just a case of, I guess, so far, we've just not done that well, quite frankly, in the league against the bigger teams. Maybe we can turn our fortunes around today. Looking at the Europa League, 2nd place, Villarreal are going to top the group with 1 game left, unless they lose and we win. But we are through to the knockout stage, which is good stuff. Curiously, as you can see here, Ibe dominating all kind of the stats here, so pretty good for him. Anyway, let's move into today's match, taking on Manchester City. As I mentioned, top of the league and unbeaten. We'll do a squad rundown, I think, maybe next episode. I'm not sure what the next episode is going to be. I might make it the Chelsea game, which is in a little bit of a ways time. But by that point, start the transfer window, and we'll be past the halfway point in the season, so it should be pretty entertaining. But let's focus on the here and now, because we are taking on Manchester City. Simon Hooper reffing this game. We need to turn things around here. We've had some rough live comms. We've had some tough games. I'm hoping today that we can, I guess, make amends, for all of that. Looking at our team, pretty good all in all. I'm going to quickly ask my assistant. I'm just curious who he's going to move around here. As I mentioned before, Danny Ings has been playing well in terms of his actual goals tally. In recent games, not been too great for us. I'm going to start, I think, Sturridge ahead of him just because he is the better player. Elsewhere on the side, we pretty much have a full-strength team. There's no real injuries to tell you guys about. The only one that is perhaps worth noting is the fact that Skirtle kind of wants a rest. Maybe I should drop him for Lovren for this game. It'd be a bit of a risk, this, because Lovren certainly isn't as good. And as I mentioned, I think, last episode, Lovren's a player who's asked to leave the club. However, Skirtle's condition only being 86 is really turning me off using him. So we're going to go with this team. Pretty happy though, only that one change really. I'm still not settled, I guess, on who my best strike force is, because I guess we have Sturridge, Barbosa, Danny Ings, Benteke, and of course we have Embolo too. But it's a nice problem to have, and I said that earlier. We've not scored perhaps as many goals in recent games, obviously back-to-back 1-1 draws, and we lost 2-1 last time out, so I'm hoping we can grab a few today, but it's going to be a tricky game. Looking at that City side, let's just have a look at them. They've got Aguero, Sterling, Silva, De Bruyne, midfielder Fernandinho and Torre, back four, Clichy, Otamendi, Di Michele, Sagna, Joe Hart in goal. I think the only player really missing is Company that I'm noticing. I'm not sure if he's injured or if he's just missing. But other than that, frightening strong team for Man City. They're going to be a tough team this year in any save to beat. We'll see how we get on here though. I'm optimistic that if we stick to our game plan, we can at least give them a good game. Of course, worth remembering, despite losing to Chelsea and United, we only lost by 1 goal in those games. You know, it wasn't like we got ran over. I guess the exception to the rule there is the Arsenal game. We lost 3-1 against them in the league and 4-0 in the Capital One Cup. Granted, in the Capital One Cup, I wasn't too fussed. You know, I was playing that second string side. I didn't have real, I guess, expectations in that competition anyway. But looking at these stats early on, fairly 50-50. We're going to have a chance here. Lucas, throw in from Klein, who is now going to link up. Can he whip in a good ball? He can, but it doesn't really beat the first man. And now we need to get our defensive shape back. Good to see Klein tracking back, but Aguero finding that space drifting out wide, and we need to stop him right now. And Lucas is going to do just that, the Brazilian rock at the back. You may have noticed, actually, looking at our team stats on the very first page, our best passing kind of completion player is Maya. Unfortunately for us, he's not playing today, and Aguero's just scored. Not ideal, boys. We dropped down to 7th. Considering our aim is top 4 this year, I believe we are currently 4 points off 4th. So we're not miles behind the pack, but we can't really afford to slip up in too many games, particularly because of the form and because of the fact we slipped up against the likes of Norwich and Bournemouth. It's left us in a precarious situation where we are in danger of falling away from the pack. I'd love to get at least a point here. We have a set piece. Corner is cleared away, but Barbosa coming away with the ball. Can Coutinho whip in a good ball? There's options there. Emre Can is there. Bang! Bottom right-hand corner. Emre Can to the rescue. 1-1, 21 minutes in. City only with that one shot on target all game so far. We've had a few shots. We've had a little bit more of the possession. But we need to create more chances like this one. That is a nice finish there. For a defensive midfielder, or certainly not an attacking midfielder, that's a bloody good finish. And now we're going to go on the attack again here. Sturridge with some pace. Can he burn past his man? He goes inside. He hits it. Joe Hart tipping it wide. But that was a great run by Sturridge. A great effort too. Perhaps, just maybe, we can make something from this corner. We can't. Gael Clichy going to head away. Maybe a second ball. No, not going to happen today. And now City on the break. This is panic stations. If there was a big red button for kind of panic, like, I don't know, a panic button, I'd be pressing it in the dugout right now. I'd be sounding the alarm. Fortunately, however, Aguero couldn't pick out a pass, so we are let off the hook there. Mignolet, currently injured with a shoulder injury, but should be able to play through. We're going to trust him as Sacco with a chance, headed off the line. Sacco again. Highlight ends. Just wanted to give me false hope. We have a throw in. Sturridge going into the box. Win the penalty. Dive. Just dive, Sturridge. He hits it. Joe Hart fingertips to it. I don't endorse diving in real life. I just expected it. I think it's because I've been playing so much FIFA 16. Obviously, there's a weird tendency to see red cards there. It's seeping over into Football Manager. Unfortunately for us, though, it's another replay and another chance that we're not going to take. A good save by Joe Hart. We've tested him a few times already. However, the fact that our defensive midfielder in Emre Can has been the player who's got the goal perhaps gives you an idea of, I guess, how good our strikes really have been at goal. It's not been particularly great, shall we say. And City on the attack here, they have quality in the final third. No matter how much we restrict their chances in this game, I am going to be paranoid until the full-time whistle that they can get a goal at any point. With players like Aguero, Sterling, Silva, De Bruyne, even Yaya Touré to an extent, they're always going to create chances. And, well, Sturridge has a chance and it hits the post and Otamendi will get it away. Oh, that's another chance. It's another chance, and it's another one that's missed. A lot of the chances fall into Sturridge here. Granted, he's forced a lot of saves, and there we've hit the the woodwork, so at least I guess he isn't just missing the target completely. I guess technically hitting the woodwork is missing the target, but he's not blasted many into row Z. I'm still going to tell the players I'm not very happy. Fired up, which is what I want to see. I want to see our players get angry and mean. I want to see, if you've seen the film Dodgeball, I can't remember the guy's name now, but the one whose wife gets flirted with by David Hasselhoff. That's what we need right now. We need to send David Hasselhoff into the stadium where all the wags are sat. That is how we're going to win this game, although maybe that's not the best idea. Maybe the players will get distracted by what's going on off on the pitch, because Sanya plays in Aguero and he's going to score. Well, we started the first half conceding a goal to Aguero. We've started the second half the exact same. And that's pretty disappointing. Mignolet with a good initial save. As you can see, Sanya cutting inside, ball pulled back. Aguero, edge of the 6-yard box. Mignolet, one hell of a save there, but he cannot get up for the rebound. And unfortunately for us, our defenders stand around like statues. It's not gone great. Aguero being taken off though for Boney. Maybe they're taking the foot off the gas as Coutinho has a chance. Free kick. Moreno with the rebound. Please don't be offside. He's not offside. It's 2-2. We need to get a point at home here, really. I've not made any subs yet 60 minutes in. We'll have a look at that in a second. That was a great initial effort by Coutinho. Moreno alive though, and he just, it's a good finish really. Hits into the roof of the net. Nice goal. Right, Patrick Roberts now coming on for Sterling. They are really taking off some of their stronger players. Coutinho with 2 assists. He's really struggling condition-wise, though. Thinking, I don't really want to play him for too much longer if that's his condition, but at the same time he's playing so well, I feel like it'd be bad to take him off. I might make a double change in the final third. I'll tell you what, that is what we're going to do. We're going to take off Sturridge. We're going to take off Barbosa too. We're going to go with the Embolo-Ings partnership in the final third. I don't really want to change around our midfield too much. All in all, the players have been really up to the task so far. I'm going to stick with them. None of them looking particularly kind of crazily exhausted. They were all fairly fresh going into this game. Maybe we can push on for a winner now with some fresh legs in the final third as Coutinho. A man I weighed up taking off is going to make a run through. Dives past 2 men. Oh my gosh, he's just scored a screamer. He's just turned 2 defenders inside out. We hit City on the break. I'm looking forward to seeing this in 3D. Oh my gosh. He dances between the defenders. Can we watch it again? I want to watch it again. Let's get the close camera on. Oh, Felipe. Watch this. Joe Allen with the ball through. It goes to Coutinho. And he just dances inside, outside, inside again. Oh, it's beautiful. What a finish. Right, now we need to not concede. Let's go back to director. Skip the highlight. That was a goal worth watching twice. And we have the lead here. It's a rarity, although I can't celebrate too soon because now they're on the attack. Embolo, player we've brought on. I want him to prove himself. This is the kind of game where a goal for him could be big. Or alternatively, he could not get on the end of the ball and, De Bruyne could go through and, well, with 66 minutes left, there's still time, but we have screwed up there, really. We've not done great. De Bruyne, an interesting camera angle here. We're not really seeing a lot of the play on director. We'll let the director off, though. Maybe he's just having a bad day at the office. He didn't do a great job on the Coutinho goal either. But anyway, 10 minutes left. How do I change things? That is the question. I'll tell you how we change things. We take Joe Allen off and we bring on Firmino and we play him as a roaming playmaker. Why not? We're just going to kind of mix things up, I guess, and see how it goes. 10 minutes left. If we could push on for a winner here, that'd be great, but a draw wouldn't be the worst result by any means. And I've been pretty impressed with this performance. There's still time for either team to get a goal, though. Embolo here. Options ahead, Firmino. Options again ahead for him, Coutinho. Already worked some magic this game. Tries to thread through Embolo. He's tackled. Options out wide, though. This could either be a pointless highlight or a dramatic last-minute chance. Embolo here. Options inside. Moreno on the outside. Can he whip in a ball of quality? We have some good players in the box in the air. Headed away by Torre, but Lucas there. Sacco, can we recycle possession? I have hope here. Embolo. Coutinho! Saved by Joe Hart. That should have been a goal. That was a chance for Felipe to grab his second of the game. 2 goals and 2 assists it could have been. And he's missed it. We might still have a chance. Maybe, just maybe. But that was the chance, I think, of the highlight. Although Ings here. Embolo in the box. It's cleared away for a throw-in. And that is probably going to be all she wrote. There's 5 seconds left. Pump the ball in the box. One last chance. It's not going to happen. Finishes 3-3 here at Anfield between ourselves and Manchester City. All in all, To play the team who are top of the league and unbeaten and do that is not the worst result in the world by any means. They'd only conceded 9 goals in 13 games going into this match. We scored 3 against them. Now, considering we hadn't scored many in the past few games, that's not too shabby. Perhaps a little bit of a shame that we couldn't do better, I guess, defensively. But looking at that result only puts us 3 points off Arsenal, 4 points off Chelsea. And, well, with a few games left till the halfway mark, we've played pretty much all the big teams. We've played Arsenal, we've played Chelsea, we've played United, we've played City. I think we've got some easier games coming up. Hopefully we can do better than we did against the likes of Bournemouth, who were bottom, who we drew against, and also Norwich. But anyway, guys, that is going to wrap up today's episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Pretty entertaining game, I think it'd be safe to say. Coutinho winning the Man of the Match award, had a chance to be the match winner. Unfortunately, couldn't take it. I said earlier we might be back for the Chelsea game. I might come back for the Newcastle game a little bit sooner because they are 5th, so that could be a big game. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. As always, if you have enjoyed this video, smash the like button. Got any comments, leave them down below. Check out the series playlist down in the description. And other than that, guys, it is me, Jack, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. I'm out.